Olympian Oscar Pistorius, known as the Blade Runner, an amputee recognized worldwide for his athletic accomplishments. Now, he's one of the world's highest-profile murder defendants. He insists it was just a horrible accident that left his model girlfriend, Riva Steenkamp, dead in his home. The trial now underway in a South African courtroom. And we welcome ABC's Hamish McDonald to Nightline with the latest.
He was there to face justice, but first Oscar Pistorius faced the cameras.
Open up! Open up! Open up!
The man known as the Blade Runner, an international sporting superstar, is on trial for the murder of his girlfriend, model Riva Steenkamp, in the early hours of Valentine's Day last year.
The photographs admitted, but not as a true reflection without being tampered with.
In court, he's escorted past the family of the woman he killed. Riva's mother says she wants to look him in the eye and see the truth.
The first count against the accused, count 1, is one of murder.
4 charges are read to the court, including murder.
The accused did unlawfully and intentionally kill a person, to wit, Riva Steenkamp.
How do you plead?
Not guilty, my lady.
He claims it was a tragic accident, that he mistook his girlfriend for an intruder, but the prosecutor says he will prove Pistorius killed in cold blood.
The only inference from the circumstantial evidence would be that the accused shot and killed the deceased with direct intent to kill.
The court proceedings are a far cry from their days as South Africa's most celebrated couple. Oscar Pistorius and Riva Steenkamp had that magic formula: success, beauty and riches.
This is the world's first bionic man who overcame all these extraordinary obstacles, almost a mythological character in some ways. And then this tragic event occurs, which takes away the life of this gorgeous woman and then has the potential as an event to destroy his life in the process.
He, an inspiration to many. She, a model, a law school graduate and reality TV star.
Hi, my name's Riva and I'm a contestant on Tropic Island of Treasure 5.
They had charmed each other and they were charming the public.
It's just something about her heart where she just had this want to help people and to look after people and make sure that they were happy.
Just 10 days before the shooting, the couple is seen here, flirting in a supermarket. As Valentine's Day loomed, love was on her mind. She tweeted, "What do you have up your sleeve for your love tomorrow?" But on the night before Valentine's Day, things took a tragic turn. This is the last known image of Riva, which first aired on South African television. She enters Pistorius's gated compound. 10 minutes later, he follows in his white BMW. Later that night, Riva texts her best friend's family to say, "I'm sleeping at Oscar's tonight." And that would be the last time anyone outside would hear from her.
Paralympian Oscar Pistorius has been arrested for allegedly killing
His girlfriend was shot dead at his home.
A well-known model had been shot in the head and body.
I started crying, I started screaming. I can't even tell you how many times I told Riva I can't live without her.
There is no question Oscar Pistorius shot and killed Riva Steenkamp. At the heart of this trial is why.
I was convinced that that woman was being attacked.
The prosecution claims the couple had a loud fight. A neighbour, whose testimony wasn't shown on camera, told the court today she heard a blood-curdling scream from a woman and then 4 gunshots.
But just before the gunshots, it was blood-curdling. It was something that leaves you cold.
Prosecutors say Riva fled to the bathroom during an argument, that Pistorius grabbed his gun and fired through the door, hitting Riva 3 times in the hip, elbow and head. But the defence tells a different story. In a sworn statement, Pistorius claims he thought Riva was an intruder and that he feared for his life. This case is captivating South Africa and being compared to the O.J. Simpson trial.
This is probably the biggest trial of the century, certainly so far.
Interest is so high, a dedicated cable channel is now on air to cover proceedings.
That tension between this almost godlike character, mythological character, and the awful tragedy and the reality of what happened is something that no one can resist.
Accused, count 1, is one of murder.
In a crowded courtroom, Pistorius appears almost isolated, a lonely figure. But in that same way we've seen him on the field, he is calm and focused, almost as if preparing for competition.
It's only a matter of waking up and thinking I can do it.
Oscar Pistorius was born without bones in his lower legs. After consulting with dozens of specialists, his parents made a decision to amputate from below the knee. He won a gold medal at the Athens Paralympics, but perhaps his greatest triumph, competing against able-bodied sprinters in the London Games. Pistorius was not wearing his prosthetics at the time of the shooting, a point which may prove crucial during the trial. He owned a small arsenal of weapons and has been charged with weapons-related counts. These new images show Pistorius allegedly firing the same pistol he later killed Steenkamp with.
And one of the things he would do, he said, well, I'm sort of antsy, I can't sleep, let's go to the shooting range. I thought that was somewhat bizarre then, and in the light of day, even more bizarre now.
It wasn't just for sport. He claims he had legitimate concerns about safety. Violence is rampant in South Africa.
Oscar has said that there was a great fear factor involved, and that could have framed his mind at the time of the incident. And that could have put him in a position where he had an objective or subjective belief that he was in danger, and that could affect his defense, which is self-defense.
His fate will be decided by one well-respected judge, supported by 2 advisors. The case will focus heavily on forensics. John Carlin is writing a book about the athlete, with some cooperation from his family.
This is something which has really traumatized the family as a whole, Pistorius himself. And bear in mind that whatever the outcome of this trial, Oscar Pistorius is condemned to a lifetime of regret.
Today, outside the court, the scene was chaos when the superstar left. The shooting of Reeva Steenkamp a year ago has meant chaos for 2 families.
I don't have any regrets. I'm going to miss you all so much. And I love you very, very much.
The trial is set down for at least 3 weeks, but a long list of witnesses means it could last much longer. For Nightline, I'm Hamish MacDonald in Pretoria, South Africa.
Thanks, Hamish. Stay tuned to ABC News for full coverage of the Pistorius trial.